Doc Rightwing here, and today I can't wait to talk about this pansexual middle school teacher that got rightfully canned by some courageous Floridians. I took the liberty of editing her interview a bit so we could all relish this moment together. Roll the clip.
Now I'm fired.
That discussion, according to Trafalgar Middle School teacher Casey Scott, centered on student sexuality.
Now I'm fired. I'm non-binary, and a couple kids said, oh, well, I'm bi. Now I'm fired.
She claims students wondered about her.
Oh, I'm pansexual. So, I like anyone despite female, male. Now I'm fired. I grabbed all of their flags, and all the kids were staring at me, and I crumbled their flags in front of them.
She was sent home and then
fired. I got a call from administration saying that, well, at this time, I'm fired.
However, the Lee County School District showed us complaints from parents and students.
Now I'm fired.
So now you're fired, huh? And all you did was talk to middle school children about who you like to bone? Hard to believe anyone has a problem with that. Guess they just don't understand that perverts talking to kids about their sex lives is just part of the educational experience. But in all seriousness, this is another solid win in a series of solid wins for us conservatives, and we should all rub it in the faces of the left as persistently as they would to us. So don't be shy, have some fun with this. Beyond the gloating, though, I want to talk for a moment about Christian morality and the left's ruthless attack on it. When the left claims that we're discriminating against this pervert by keeping her away from our children, we shouldn't let them get away with that. Because what they're actually doing is labeling our morality as discriminatory, and they've been doing this to us for a long time. Actually, they've been winning at that game for a long time. Remember when Christians used to call homosexuality a sin? I do, but you don't hear that much anymore. Sure, Christians might say it's a sin when they're in a closed room with other Christians, but you don't hear them saying it much in public. The fact is, many Christians still believe that homosexuality, pansexuality, and transgenderism are sins, but they don't feel allowed to voice that belief. Why? It's because the left has worked tirelessly to reclassify those aspects of our morality, of our God, as immoral. Put another way, they work to reinvent morality to conform with their leftist ideals, while simultaneously criminalizing the Christian morals of our Christian God. And I think that's a very evil and dangerous thing that we aren't fighting back hard enough against. So the next time someone tries to call it discrimination, we should say, no, I'm not going to allow that today. What this is me standing up for my Christian beliefs. I believe pansexuality is a sin, and I don't want that sinful influence anywhere near my kids. In fact, any teacher that tries to tell my kids that things I consider to be sins are actually things to be celebrated, every last one of them should be fired today, in my opinion, right now. Because you know what I don't send my kids to school to learn? Someone else's perverted moral code. The only moral code that I want my kids to learn is my own. And I frankly don't give half a shit what you think about that. And that brings me to another important point in this conversation. Since the left has labeled our morality immoral and their immorality moral, they feel the moral necessity to save our kids from us, their parents. And if that doesn't absolutely enrage you, I don't know what to tell you, because that should make you foam at the mouth to hear that leftists want to replace your Christian morality with a new morality of their own invention in the hearts of your children. Actually, that doesn't even fully capture the urgency of the situation, because not only do they want to do that, they are doing that. So anyone who isn't speaking up about this, any of you Christians out there who see the left distorting God in the hearts of your children and just plan to vote against it in November, that's not even close to good enough. Now more than ever, God needs some strong Christian soldiers to fight for him, to fight for his children, because the left wants to steal them away from him. So stand out, speak up. We shouldn't have to pretend like pansexuality and transgenderism aren't sins. They are, and I believe God wants us to say so. Now. And that's all for now, folks. Please like and subscribe. Visit my site, docrightwing.com. And until next time, comrades.